And welcome to Musician Species 13/8. Oh my god, very, very long time signature. Count options are through the roof. Now, we need to separate a few things so that we can kind of grasp all of it. So, first of all, you have groups of 3 and 2, and again, we're using groups of 4 just like we did in 11/8. Now, when you add up all the combinations of 2s, 3s, and 4s, you end up with a lot of them, but we're going to go through some of them so you can see what the vibe is. Also, the compound approach stands true in this one as well. Just like in 11/8, you could use 2 smaller time signatures to kind of get to 13. Is it really 13? That's open for debate. You can also use 6/4 and extend it to 13, or use a short 7 as an approach, which would be the easiest way to get to 13, but we'll get to that in a second. So, first of all, groups of 2, 3, and 4. There's so many combinations. This video would be too long for me to lay out all these counts. However, here's a couple of them. For example, let's say we do something like 2, 2, 4, 2, 3. A slow, heavier kind of thing, maybe. If you noticed, again, in the group of 4, I had a soft snap. 2 snaps in there, but the second one was soft. So it'd be like, right? So it maintains the pulse all the time, but the drop is really on the 1 of that 4, okay? Now, another example could be something like, let's say a fusion-y kind of thing where you have 3, 2, 2, 4, 2. Something like that. Right? Now, let's try something like 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. Something like a tribal kind of thing where it goes. Right? Or 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. So it'd be. Right? I'm separating the interpretation, my rhythmic interpretation of the last 3 and the first 3. Okay? That's very important because you need to be able to find your place, not get lost, especially if things go over the bar line. So, again, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. So. Right? So again, it's very important to be able to find your place, have different words for the same group. So in case they meet, you can use a different variation of the word. So for the 3, for me, it was da 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 da, right? 3 and 3 that sound different. One of them is all 3/8, or one of them is all 3/8 notes, and the other one is like a quarter note and an 1/8 note. Okay, now let's talk about extending the 6 or playing a short 7. Okay, so something simple. It goes like. So again, the speed in this case of the 8th note is this. And when the quarter note goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and right? The 7/1, the short 7 and back to the 1 is the speed of the 8th note within this quarter note. You need to get used to that if you're gonna do short 7s or extended 6/4s in this case. And you keep in mind, when I say short 7, I'm referring to 7/4 because we're talking about 13/8. So the math has to be right. You can't just say 7 and assume people know you're talking about 7/8 or 7/4 or 7/16. In this case, I am talking about 13/8, so 7 as a 7/4 doesn't make sense when I say just 7. That was exhausting. The compound approach makes sense if, you have a phrase in 6/8, then you will go to 7/8, then they all amount to 13, and that's cool. But keep in mind, once again, if the riff from 6/8 repeats in 7/8 but is extended by an 8th note, it's really not a true 13. Okay, you're using a compound approach to have this one phrase, a 2-bar phrase, amount to 13. But is it really 13? Does it make sense to, drag your musician's eyes through this riff for 13 beats if it's unnecessary? I don't think so, So it really has to be a true 13 pattern where it doesn't, you can't separate pieces from it, okay? Just like I talked about in 11. And that's it. Now you know. Subscribe if you dig, and I'll see you in the next video.